Do you ever feel like your brain is a leaky bucket when it comes to English words? You spend hours memorizing them, and then poof, they're gone the next day.
Leaky bucket is the perfect description. Ava, it is so frustrating. I try so hard, but I always forget English words right when I need them in a conversation.
Ben, you are not alone, and I promise it is not your fault. It is the method today. We are going to fix that. We will show you how to stop memorizing and start remembering with 5 simple, powerful techniques. This is how you truly learn vocabulary.
So you're saying by the end of this video, I won't just know more words, but I'll actually be able to use them? I can finally make my vocabulary stick.
Exactly. By the end of this video, you will have a complete system to learn new words, remember them for a long time, and use them confidently in your daily conversations. You'll feel so much more comfortable speaking English. These are the best vocabulary tips for beginners. Here, S our roadmap. First, we understand why you forget words. Then we will learn 5 simple techniques, step by step, with real examples. And finally, we will practice everything together in a real-life scenario, ready to finally remember English words.
I am so ready. Let's do this.
Okay, Ben, let's start with the big problem. Almost every learner starts by memorizing long lists of words. A word on the left, a translation on the right. Does that sound familiar?
Oh yes, that's exactly how I learned. Before my exam last month, I memorized a list of 50 new words. I stayed up all night. I wrote them down 10 times each. I thought I knew them perfectly.
And what happened a week later?
I think I could only remember maybe 5 when I tried to talk to my friend from Canada. My mind just went blank. It's the worst feeling. I just forget English words so easily.
That's not a memory problem, Ben. That's a system problem. Our brains are designed to remember stories, connections, and experiences, not isolated, boring data. A word list is just data. It's like trying to remember a random phone number you see on a wall. Your brain says, "This isn't important," and throws it away. To fix this, we need one golden rule. A single word is like this one piece. It's hard to understand and easy to lose. But when you put it in its place with its friends, it makes sense. It has a meaning. It is part of a bigger picture. In language, that bigger picture is called context. So our golden rule is context is king.
Context is king. I like that. So instead of learning a word by itself, I need to learn it with its friends and in its home.
Perfectly said, Ben. That's the mindset shift. This is the foundation for our entire method on how to learn vocabulary effectively, and it leads us directly to our very first and maybe most important technique. Technique number 1 is simple. Never learn a word, always learn a full sentence.
Never learn a word, always learn a full sentence, okay? That makes sense with our context is king rule.
Exactly. Let S try it with a word many beginners learn. The word is exhausted. Many people just learn exhausted equals very tired. But that S boring data. Instead, learn a sentence that has an emotion or a story in it. For example, after working for 12 hours, I was completely exhausted.
After working for 12 hours, I was completely exhausted.
How does that feel? Can you picture it? You can feel the emotion of being so tired after a long day of work, right?
Yes, I can totally feel that. It's much more memorable. Now it's my turn to try. How about after playing soccer with my friends all afternoon, I felt exhausted?
That is a perfect sentence, Ben. It's personal, it's real for you, and it has a clear context. Your brain will remember that story about playing soccer much more easily than it will remember exhausted, softed, very tired. This is your first step to really remember English words. So, the sentence method gives our new words a home. That is our foundation. Now, we're going to move to the next level, making these words a part of your life. The next few techniques are all about connecting vocabulary to your own memories, your world, and your voice. This is how we build an active vocabulary.
I like that. Not just learning words, but making them my words. So, what's next?
Technique number 2 is word association storytelling. This is a really fun way to learn English words. Our brains don't remember boring facts, but they are amazing at remembering stories, especially if they are personal, funny, or even a little crazy.
So I should create a story for a new word.
Exactly! A short, simple, memorable story. Let's take the word enormous. Instead of just repeating enormous, imagine this. For my birthday, my friend gave me an enormous box. I thought it was a new TV, but when I opened it, a tiny kitten jumped out.
Okay, I would definitely remember that. The story is surprising and visual. You can see the huge box and the tiny kitten. It creates a strong picture in my mind. That is a great way to make vocabulary stick.
That's the secret. The stronger the picture or emotion, the stronger the memory. The story links the word to an image and a feeling, making it almost impossible to forget. All right, your turn, Ben. Let's try it together. Your word is delicious. Create a short personal story for delicious.
Okay, word association storytelling for delicious. Let me think. I have a good one. Last Sunday, I visited my grandmother. She baked her special apple pie for me. When I took the first bite, I closed my eyes and said, "Grandma, this is absolutely delicious."
Ben, that is perfect. It is personal. It is full of positive emotion, and it connects the word delicious to a real memory with your grandmother. Now, every time you think of that word, you'll think of her pie. That is a powerful connection. You see how this is different from a word list?
Completely different. I feel like I own the word delicious. Now, this is a much better way to improve my English vocabulary.
Now, it is your turn to practice with us. We want you to try the word association storytelling technique right now. Your word is ridiculous. It means something is very silly or unbelievable.
Yeah, like wearing a winter coat to the beach in summer would be ridiculous.
Great example, Ben. So here is your challenge. What is a funny short story you can create for the word ridiculous? Pause the video if you need to. Think of a story and share your best one in the comments below. We'll read every single one. Okay, our next technique is designed to take English out of your notebook and put it into your daily life. We call it the real-world object tagging method.
Tagging, like on social media.
Sort of. But in the physical world, the idea is simple. You find objects in your home, your room, or your office that you don't know the English word for. You look up the word and then you tag it. You can use a sticky note and write the word on it, then stick it directly on the object.
Oh, I see. So if I don't know the word for this thing on my desk, I would look it up, right? Stapler on a sticky note and put it on the stapler itself.
Precisely. This method is incredibly powerful for vocabulary for daily conversation because you are connecting the word directly to the real-life object. Every time you see the object, you see the word. You're not just learning, you're living with the vocabulary. Let's do a quick role play. Imagine we're in your office and you're tagging things for the first time. I'll be your English brain, helping you out. What do you see?
Okay, let's start. What is this called in English?
That is a camera. Here is your tag.
A camera. Got it. Okay, how about this?
That is a microphone. Every time you speak into it, you'll see the word.
Microphone. Perfect. And this book I write in.
That is a notebook.
Camera, microphone, notebook. This is so simple but so effective. I can see how doing this at home would help me remember English words for everything around me. It turns my house into a classroom.
Our first 3 techniques help you understand and remember a word. But to truly own a word, you have to use it. This brings us to technique number 4, the 24-hour active use rule.
The 24-hour active use rule. That sounds intense.
It is simpler than it sounds. The rule is, whenever you learn a new word that you really like, you must find a way to use it within 24 hours. You can use it when speaking to a friend, writing an email, or even just posting a comment online. The goal is to move it from your passive memory to your active vocabulary.
So it forces you to practice immediately. immediately. If I learn a word on Monday morning, I need to use it before Tuesday morning.
Exactly. This is the most important step for being able to use new words in conversation. If you don't use it, you lose it. But if you use it once, the connection in your brain becomes much, much stronger. Let us practice this. Let's say you just learned the word recommend. Now, let's us imagine you walk into my cafe. I'll be the barista. You must use the 24-hour rule and use the word recommend to order something. Ready?
Ready.
Good morning. Welcome to our cafe. What can I get for you today?
Good morning. Everything looks so good. I'm not sure what to choose. What coffee would you recommend?
Great question. I definitely recommend our new caramel latte. It is very popular. See? Perfect. It was natural. It was simple. And you did it. You used the word. How did that feel, Ben?
It felt great. A little scary at first, but once I said it, it felt like a real achievement. I can see how doing this once a day would build my confidence so much. This is a real technique for how to learn vocabulary and actually use it.
Ben, so far we've learned how to remember words and how to start using them. This is a huge achievement. Now we're going to enter the final layer, refinement. This is how we go from just using a word to using it correctly and sounding natural, like a native speaker.
This is so important. Sometimes I use a word that I know is correct, but I get a strange look. I feel like I'm using it in an unnatural way.
That is a very common and frustrating experience. It usually happens because words don't like to be alone. They have friends. They almost always appear with. In linguistics, we call these collocations, but I just like to call them word friends. Using the wrong word friend is one of the most common mistakes learners make. Let's analyze a classic mistake. How would you talk about a party you organized last weekend, Ben?
I would probably say, last weekend I made a party for my friend's birthday.
That is a perfect example of a common mistake. We understand what you mean, but a native speaker would never say, made a party in English. The verb make and the noun party are not good friends.
Oh, so what are the correct word friends for party?
The most common friends are have and throw. You would say, I had a party, or for a more casual and energetic feeling, I threw a party.
I had a party. I threw a party. Wow, I never would have guessed through. It sounds a bit strange, but now that you say it, I feel like I've heard it before.
Exactly. So when you learn a new noun like party, it's a great idea to also learn the verb that is its best friend. This small change will instantly make your English sound much more natural and help you stop forgetting words in their correct context. Sharing our mistakes is one of the best ways to learn. It shows us we're all on the same journey. So we have a question for all of you watching.
Yes, please share with us, what is a common English mistake you used to make, or maybe one you still make sometimes? Be brave and share it in the comments. Your experience could be the breakthrough moment for another learner.
Okay, we've learned 4 amazing techniques. But how do we organize all these new sentences and stories so we don't forget them in the long term? This leads to our final technique. Building your own smart flashcard system.
Flashcards? I've used them before. They feel a bit like the old word lists.
But this is a smart system. We're not just writing one word on them. On the front of the card, you write the new word. But on the back, you write the full personal sentence you created using technique number 1, or the mini. Story from technique number 2.
Oh, I see. So the flashcard is a reminder of the context, not just the word.
Precisely. And here is the smart part, which is based on a science called spaced repetition. It sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. Review what you're about to forget. You can use a simple box system like the Lightner system or a free app like Anki. When you get a word right, you review it less often. If you get it wrong, you review it more often.
So the system helps you focus your energy on the words that are hard to remember, and you don't waste time on the ones you already know well.
You got it. This system, combined with our other techniques, creates a powerful long-term learning cycle. It is your personal vocabulary bank that gets smarter over time. This is the ultimate technique to remember English words forever. All right, let's take a deep breath. We have covered so much ground. Before our final challenge, let's us quickly review the 5 powerful techniques that will help you remember English words forever.
Okay, I'll try to recap. Number 1 was the sentence method. Never learn a word alone, always learn it in a full sentence. This solved the problem of no context.
Perfect! What was number 2?
Number 2 was word association storytelling. We connect a new word to a personal or funny story, like my story about my grandmother's delicious pie. This beats the problem of vocabulary being boring.
Excellent. Number 3.
That was the real-world object tagging method. Using sticky notes to label things in my house, this brings English into my daily life.
You're on a roll. Number 4.
The crucial one, the 24-hour active use rule. I have to use a new word within a day to make it part of my active vocabulary.
And finally, number 5.
Our system for long-term memory, the smart flashcard system using spaced repetition to focus on the words I'm about to forget.
Amazing, Ben! You've just outlined a complete, powerful system for learning vocabulary. And to everyone watching, you have this system now too. You have the tools to stop the frustration of forgetting. Now, for the final and most exciting part, we're going to put it all together. Ben, I want you to do a comprehensive scenario drill. You have to use the skills we've practiced today.
Okay, I'm ready. What is the challenge?
The challenge is, let's plan a weekend trip to the mountains. During our conversation, you must naturally use at least 3 of the words we've learned or mentioned today: exhausted, recommend, and enormous. Ready?
Let's do it.
Hey Ben, I'm so glad it is Friday. I'm completely exhausted from this long week. We should definitely go on that trip this weekend.
I agree. I'm tired too. A trip to the mountains sounds perfect. I was looking at a place online. It has an enormous swimming pool.
Oh, an enormous pool sounds amazing. That is a great find. What about food? Are there any good restaurants nearby?
Yes, I saw one that has great reviews. People say the local food is delicious. I would definitely recommend we try it on Saturday night.
Perfect. A relaxing weekend, an enormous pool, and a restaurant you recommend. You planned that perfectly, Ben.
Wow, I did it. I used all 3 words and it didn't feel forced. They just came to my mind because we gave them context earlier. This system really works.
It absolutely does. And you see, you didn't just remember the words. You used them correctly and confidently in a real conversation. That is the ultimate goal. Thank you so much for joining us today and for putting in the effort to change the way you learn. Your future self will thank you for it.
We really hope these 5 techniques help you as much as Vev helped me today.
Now, we have one final piece of homework for you. We call it our upgraded micro assignment. It's your first step in putting the system into practice today. Here, S your mission. First, choose one new English word you learned this week. Second, use technique number 1, the sentence method, to write a full sentence that is personal to you. Third, think about technique number 4, the 24-hour rule, and tell us how you plan to use this word in the next 24 hours.
Come back to this video and share your word, your sentence, and your plan in the comments below. We want to see you taking action. It is like a check-in for your English progress.
Exactly. This is how we build a community of active, confident learners. And if you want more deep dive lessons like this one with practical techniques that actually work, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We are here to help you on every step of your English journey.
Thank you for watching, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye for now.